The CEO accidentally discovered that his flash-married wife had peeled a whole bowl of shrimp for his children. Despite not even buying herself cosmetics, she was so generous with his 2 kids. This made the CEO regret hiding his true identity from her. The day after their wedding, the wife took the 2 kids to a jewelry store to pick out gifts, which surprised the CEO. After all, she was just their stepmother and had no reason to be so kind to them. What the CEO didn't know was that 5 years ago, the woman had also given birth to 2 children. She only heard the nurse mention that both babies had star-shaped birthmarks on their collarbones before she fainted from exhaustion. When she woke up, the nurse told her that the babies were too weak due to premature birth and had died after crying a few times. The woman couldn't accept this truth, not knowing that her children were actually alive and had been sold to a stranger by a scheming sister who bribed the nurse. 5 years later, the woman became a doctor at the same hospital to uncover the truth. Her colleagues, seeing she was still single, often set her up on blind dates. Out of politeness, she agreed to go through the motions. Unexpectedly, her date received a call and left abruptly, and she mistakenly took the CEO at the next table for her date. Without hesitation, she sat down and began introducing herself. The CEO was puzzled until he saw the 2 kids hiding nearby and understood what was happening. After she finished introducing herself, the 2 kids ran up to her, claiming their father was very satisfied with her. The woman was shocked, as her colleagues hadn't mentioned that her date had 2 children. Seeing the kids reminded her of her own lost children, and she was deeply moved. The kids told her they had grown up without a mother and longed for one. The woman was stunned by their words. The boy then pulled out a resume of the CEO, which stated that he had been single for 30 years and was now offering a large sum to find a mother for his children. The CEO was dumbfounded. As the woman was about to read further, the CEO quickly snatched the resume away. Embarrassed by his son's antics, he grabbed the kids and tried to leave. But the woman suddenly called out to him, asking if he wanted to marry her. The CEO told her he wouldn't let a stranger be the mother of his children and prepared to leave. The boy, however, held on to him, reminding the CEO of a friend's advice that his daughter, lacking a mother's love, never spoke to anyone in kindergarten and might become withdrawn if this continued. The only solution was to find a mother for the kids. Hearing the woman say she was serious, the CEO thought for a moment and told her to meet him at the civil affairs office the next morning. He then left with the kids. Back home, the CEO laid down some ground rules for the kids, as he needed to ensure the woman wasn't just after his money like previous gold diggers. The kids promised not to reveal their true identity. The CEO and the woman got their marriage certificate, but the woman found the CEO's name familiar. The CEO quickly explained that his name was quite common, and the woman didn't suspect anything. She just told the CEO that she wanted to take the kids to the jewelry store to buy gifts the next day. She then left for the hospital, and the CEO assumed her gold-digging nature was about to be exposed.